My family and I are so cheap that we all share one tub of water a day. We don't have cooties. We're never that dirty. It just makes sense to use the same water.
I don't know when it's ever been a flex to say this, and cooties don't fucking exist. That was what, 3rd grade? If you have any sort of clue how the human body works, everyone gets dirty, right? Okay? Your family isn't any sort of special or any type of different to the point where you think that you guys can just all bathe in the same water and it's clean. To be honest, a bath has always been considered dirty, and adding 4 more just makes that shit look like watery chocolate milk. Like, go away. What's up, boys? It's Bumpkin, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Hope you guys are doing well. My day's going pretty good. So I was going on a run, as of course I definitely do as a YouTuber, and during that run a man came up to me and asked me if I had ever seen this video. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? And since he showed me this very original video that no one's made before, and I'm not a biter, I thought I must react to this. Leave a like and I just might shake your hand. Subscribe and you can get the sloppiest.
My wife is always working at trying to save money and shrink our budget.
To save money on water and electricity, we use cold water. My husband will take a bath, then I do, then Bub, then Ronnie, and it saves us a lot of money.
You know, if you're gonna make it your life mission to shrink your budget down to 0, the least you could do is let your kids take the bath first, so it seems like you're not just disgusting them up. Using this word in that context sounds really weird, but it's okay. It's still fucking gross. All right, we're not on me, we're on her. Nobody mentioned the fact that I just said what I said. I'm sorry, bro, I can smell this through the screen and it's not appealing. Like, that water looks like Pepsi, it looks like Coke, it looks like root beer, it looks like Willy Wonka's fucking river. Like, this is the nastiest shit I've ever seen. I'll wait until it rains and shower there. I'd rather do that than this. This is how gross this looks to me. There are people that I wouldn't drink the same water from. My family really is on one if they think I'm ever gonna bathe in the same water they did. It's contaminated, it's used. The water doesn't work anymore. You're gonna walk out of that shit and come out with an outer layer of dirt where your fucking ass was. And the worst part is she sits there and she makes their kids go last so they get to sit in her ass dirt. What was Walmart? Oh my god, there's a fucking dog outside barking. Great, more dogs barking. I'm closing my window. Oh my fucking god. What's Walmart's slogan? Save money, live better? Yeah, they have one slogan at this house. Save money, live. Better was taken out of the budget.
Sometimes I actually do want to take my own shower here and there. Can't really do much because my parents like to save water.
It's so unfortunate too, because you know they tried to get him to laugh that one off and he just can't, because it's like, this isn't a, oh, hee hee, you know, we all like share similar clothes and hand-me-downs. This is, we all share the same dirty ass bath water. It's not a hee hee ha ha quirky life savings. It's a hee hee ha ha. We're fucking disgusting. And it's like, I can't really hit anybody for it except for the parents, because they can't do that by their own choice. They have to sit in there and bathe with their parents' bath water. It wasn't up to them. There was no say. Mom, can I take a shower? Fuck you. Save money. Live. That's what they say every time he tries to take a shower on his own.
Ration our shampoo and body wash. I just pour about that much in there. Oh, that's enough for a month. If we run out, everybody's out of luck, so everybody's really good about rationing.
Like, bro, a month? You dip your finger in there and you get to washing, and that's your soap for the fucking week. This is when you sell narcotics and start getting your own stuff. That's what her kids are gonna end up doing. They're gonna end up hustling somehow. Eventually, your kids are gonna realize just how weirdly the household is. They're gonna realize just how good literally everyone else in their school has it. I almost asked if they were homeschooled, but doesn't that cost money? Not if you're the teacher. I have yet to hear an interview from the daughter, so she must have just broken down into tears when they mentioned having to use the same water bars, but that's not my point.
Melody manages to keep bottles for over 6 months. In fact, she's found a way to save on almost all of their household supplies.
I don't buy toilet paper. I use newspapers that we get free in town.
Melody's entire family's assholes are fucking raw. What? Is your newspaper 2-ply? Is your newspaper 1-ply? Isn't newspaper like 0.5 ply? Listen, like, I've felt newspaper with my hands. I know damn well that there's no way they're using that. Something tells me that leaves are just softer than newspaper. And hey, would you look at that? Free. Get them fresh off the tree. If there's a lot of snow in the winter, you're struggling for a moment until you get them. But hey, apparently struggle is absolutely nothing to you people. So what if after all of this happening, their kids just end up hype beasts anyway? They spend all the money they can on clothes that they like, just designer shit. Their son starts buying $3,000 hoodies responsibilities, leaving every single life lesson she's taught them absolutely useless. That would honestly tell me everything I need to know. I dead serious kind of feel bad though. I'm sure, especially after this episode, school was a nightmare.
I've had people say, here, let me buy you a roll of toilet paper. It's not that I can't buy a roll of toilet paper. I don't need to. We don't need it.
As much as I want to be like power to her for saying that she doesn't need it, you kind of fucking do, because your only reason for not buying it is because it costs too much. You don't need it. You just don't want it. If it's free, you should fucking take. I would take it. If it was free, that's literally your whole point of buying everything. If it's free. Do your kids know that you got offered some real toilet paper? Because if I knew, I would have been like, if you don't take that, I'm leaving the house. Mom, just put your pride aside and get the toilet paper. It's literally free. It can be like a little treat for the whole family. Look what I got, guys. A delicacy. We are going to conserve this for several months. I'll offer some if I know that you're just using newspaper, but if you're going to be condescending about it and be like, just take some of my toilet paper. Okay, fine. Give it to me. It's not that I needed it, but I'm definitely going to utilize something if you're just going to hand it to me for free. And let's be honest here, it's not like she was stacked up on that newspaper anyway. It looks like it's running a little low.
I got boys in the family. They don't always replace newspapers. I've insulated this window with newspapers, keeps the light out, helps with heating and cooling, and saves me if I'm on the toilet and I need something, all I gotta do is lift this window and there's me some more toilet paper.
I love how she tried to make that first line sound so relatable. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. You've got boys? Damn. Do boys only do that? She answered one of my questions that I had just mentioned, or one of my complaints that I had just mentioned. You just have that shit chilling in the windows? Do you have newspaper in your walls? Is that your foundation? Like, what is going on? Don't you hate it when your boys forget to put your newspaper foundation back up so the fucking skinwalkers walk in? Me too. It doesn't really seem like they use electricity, so do they just light a fire in the house? Is that how they get heating?
We try to keep our electric bill as low as possible by making sure the lights are not being used.
We do have electricity. See? It's on.
Okay, so I'm so serious. I'm not doing this on purpose. She keeps answering questions, but like, I wonder how much they made from doing this, and I wonder if she charged them like 3 cents more for that scene right there.
I'm not gonna waste any more.
Yes, trust and believe, we know. We know you aren't. She practically almost shit herself turning that on, almost went above the budget. But see, now that leads to just more questions. Do you guys turn on the heating only for that? Is that it? Do you turn on the heating at all? I've got way too many questions about people that live like this, because it sounds harder to live like this than to go to work and just live normally. Like, if I was trying to help somebody with their bills or something and I heard they spent 3 cents on electricity or something stupid like that, I have to ask if you even take care of a family over there. I have to ask if everyone's okay, just in case, because it sounds unbelievable. Hey, yo, I'm sure birthday presents are a goddamn blast in this family. Hey, son, 12th birthday. You get to get in the bath by yourself. That sounded really awful, but I'll even let you use 2 weeks worth of soap just because I love you. She's gonna end up showing up with a goddamn 30-pound cake that's like $5 somewhere you would never find it ever again. Doesn't get to eat too much of it though, because they want to save that just in case they want dinner tomorrow.
I can wash a laundry basket full of dirty clothes as fast as a electric washing machine.
Okay, so I know what he was trying to say here, but what is that, like 30 minutes to an hour? I don't really know how long washing machines run for. I don't pay that much attention to them, and half the time when I come back, it's already done. But like, washing machines run for like 1 to 2 hours. I'm not saying you're not like the Lightning McQueen of washing, but that just doesn't sound too fast to me. He made it sound like he was doing this shit in under 3 minutes flat. Even then, I'd be like, bro, that's disgusting. That's not how you wash clothes at all. I'm gonna be completely honest. I trust myself less than washing machines. I feel like if I sat there trying to scrub at it for 3 hours, I still wouldn't clean it as good as a washing machine. But I mean, see, listen to me speaking about washing machines like these people give a fuck about being clean or not. No one in the comment section, no one on anything I have, face to face, it doesn't matter. No one can tell me that these people are clean. They got done taking a mud bath. I'm convinced they're gonna pull up with water they used for laundry last month.
It's something we enjoy doing as a family, and it gets us out doing something together. There was no reason to waste our money on the other stuff.
To be completely honest too, their clothes do seem clean. Out of all things we've seen today, their clothes do seem clean, and I've seen people clean clothes by hand. We've done this before. I'm not knocking doing it by hand at all. Don't fucking ask me to do it by hand though. Your clothes are not coming back clean. I guarantee that. It's gonna look like I tried. Alright, don't be like me though. If you ever get the chance, I do recommend learning how to wash your clothes by hand. It may come in handy. Lou Ratchet has a video on it. You should watch.
We had a small chest freezer that went out, and instead of just throwing it away, we just Well, we come up with the idea of burying it in the ground.
Yeah, see this? Nah, fuck this. Unless you guys just throw ice in there constantly, below ground is no colder than like 60 degrees, 50 degrees, around 20 feet under. Your food is warm still. Everything in there is still warm. That's a no. That is a no. You know, I'm sure this idea was super awesome in theory, but like just take a minute, you know, take a minute to think about this. Did you look up first how cold it was to put all your stuff under there? Is it sealed good enough so like ants and different little critters can't get inside? Like there's plenty of shit in the ground that I'm sure can crawl right through that box.
The great thing about this refrigerator, it doesn't cost a dime to run this. You get 100 degrees outside, and if this is in the sun, that's no good. You have to keep it in the shade. But the ground keeps it at about 55 degrees inside. The meat, well, we'll keep it in there no more than a week.
Yeah, see, bro, that's what I thought. You keep a refrigerator at like 40 below, and a fridge is 0 degrees. Like, this is Fahrenheit. Negative 18 degrees Celsius. I had to look this up just so I felt less like an idiot. 55 just sounded like too much to me. And he just leaves meats in there, but only for a week. Yeah, you get a fridge. I know you guys have enough for a fridge. You save money all the time and you work. Get a fridge. Wait, they don't like using oh my God. See, and this is exactly what I mean. I'm sure after maybe like a decade or two of figuring this entire thing out, it's easier. It's easier. But first you have to sit there and process everything that has to go in order to save money. Even if you had it. If you didn't, well, I hope you're creative enough to figure out a way to keep everything intact, because nowadays trying to do this is so difficult.
We weren't quite as extreme as we are now.
After a while, it just became a challenge and say, hey, let's see how much we can save this week. And we just kind of made it a game.
Mom, can we stop playing? This game isn't fun anymore. No, fuck you, we're saving. I mean, everyone can say that it was a game. The whole family can say it was a game, but deep inside, we know that people are actually hurting in this family, low-key. Remember, guys, she had a daughter. She has a daughter, and she still has not showed up once in the video. She wasn't even in that photo that they just put up. Like, I don't think she's in the video at all. I haven't cut her out at all, because she just hasn't been here. To be honest, you could say right now that she just doesn't have a daughter, and I would believe her. I would believe that I honestly just made up the whole thing and I thought I saw a daughter, because there's one snippet in the video that indicates that she has a daughter. And if you're like, I don't know what, 70% of the people that watch YouTube and just paid no attention to that segment or didn't even notice it while we were watching this, you probably missed it too. And honestly, I don't even blame you, because it's like she was sitting in the studio herself, letting them know that every segment where I'm even passing by, cut that shit out. To be honest though, does that really matter? I'm sure somebody in your school knows your brother. You were caught lacking regardless. Like, it's kind of sad that people even have to think about their high school life that much in the first place, but you know, look at us. I'd be lying if I said the world no longer cared about image as much as they pretend not to. There's always somebody ready to get on your ass about something that has nothing to do with them. Someone's always on your tip about something in high school. And I'm sure some of you know that very well, but for all the people that aren't in high school, prepare to ignore as many people as you can. There are going to be a whole lot of unimportant people trying to speak on your life. Some, you know, see it as bullying, you know, harassment. I see it as attention whoring. You don't pay attention to them, all of a sudden they don't really care anymore. That's attention whoring.
The most extreme thing I ever did to save on medical costs or any kind of costs like that is I removed my own teeth. If I have a cavity, I just take a little chisel and a hammer and I sit there and chip it and chip it and chip it and
What the fuck? What the what? No.
until I can knock it out. Every once in a while, I've been known to take it and whack it really hard. You get knocked out for a minute, you come to and you finish.
Well, hey, on the bright side, she just answered another question, but now I know officially I will never be living the life she lives. I will never be on the timing she is on, simply for the fact that I would rather go to the shadiest dentist in the city than clack out my own teeth and knock out for 5 minutes. That sounds like fun to you? You smile after you talk about it. It looks like she really be in there doing some serious dentist work too. She's the only person I've ever seen that has decided to do this out of her own will. And it's clean. It's not even like it looks janky or anything. It looks like she's a dentist and should be working inside of an office. Like, why don't you have it honestly throws me off that her dental work is actually looking this good, because it looks like she goes to a dentist and it pisses me off. Why do I want to go to her for dental work on the low? Just start up an illegal dentistry inside of your house. That's easy 6 figures. Yo, hit my girl up. I forgot her name. No, I didn't. Hit my girl up. Melody got that dentist work for the lowest prices. Tap the fuck in, bro. You need your molars taken out. You want to get your canines sharpened? They do shit there that you've never even heard of. You're complaining about passing out for a little bit? You're a bitch. That's normal. What are you talking about? I pass out all the time when I go to her for dentist work. Would your mom still love you if she knew you were such a bitch? Melody loves me. I go to her for dentist work all the time. But anyway, that's about as much as I can do for today. If you want to be a cheapskate, bro, to power to you. You got it. It's all you. That is your life. You should live it the way you want to and only the way you want to. Whether you're stupidly rich or a cheapskate that's just doing it right, no one can really tell you much, can they? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, be sure to comment down below so I can go hard it. While you're at it, go follow my Instagram and my Twitter. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, peace.